The ancient city of Babylon, a cradle of civilization, thought to have existed around 2300 BCE, has long been a source of intrigue. But recent discoveries suggest that Babylon wasn't just a center for astronomy, magic, and governance. It might have been the epicenter of an ancient conspiracy involving time manipulation, Freemasonry, and a secret alien influence that has reverberated throughout history, all hidden in plain sight. This theory connects the city's astronomical achievements, ancient texts, and later mysterious secret societies, suggesting that Babylonian priests discovered a way to manipulate time, a knowledge that was preserved and carried through generations, eventually shaping the Freemason agenda and its cryptic symbols and rituals. These ideas are not entirely speculative. They find support in ancient records and scholars like Franz Xaver Kugler and Zechariah Sitchin, whose works provide context for this hidden knowledge.
Babylonian astronomers were pioneers in the study of the heavens. They established one of the earliest known astronomical calendars and tracked celestial events with incredible precision, even predicting eclipses centuries in advance. According to historical texts like the Enuma Anu Enlil, compiled by King Esarhaddon around 680 BCE, Babylonians were not just predicting the future, they were trying to understand the cosmic forces that controlled the flow of time. The Sumerian creation myth, the Enuma Elish, describes how the gods, led by Marduk, manipulated the heavens and the earth, hinting at a potential connection between celestial bodies and time itself. Scholars, including Franz Xaver Kugler, in his 18th century work Babylonische Astronomie und der Ursprung der Zeitrechnung, and John J. O'Neill in his 19th century analysis of eclipses, have noted that the Babylonians believed their gods had knowledge that could potentially manipulate time. Their astronomical records reveal advanced understanding not just of the stars and planets, but of the very structure of time. Some even theorize that these astronomical practices were linked to ancient rituals designed to alter the flow of time, with sacred texts like the Enuma Anu Enlil, suggesting these insights were tied to religious ceremonies meant to open gateways to alternate dimensions.
One of the most famous structures in Babylon, the Tower of Babel, has long been a subject of debate. Ancient texts, including the Bible, Genesis chapter 11 verses 1 to 9, describe the tower as a monumental structure intended to reach the heavens. But there is an alternative theory. What if the tower wasn't just a symbol of human pride, but was an actual device built to manipulate time or reach into alternate timelines? Historians like William F. Albright, in his 1949 book The Archaeology of Palestine and the Bible, suggested that the Tower of Babel could have been an astronomical observatory or even an experimental structure for studying the cosmos. If the tower was a more elaborate device, then its destruction, as described in the Bible, could be seen as an attempt to halt an early experiment with time manipulation. The theory speculates that, much like the secretive and powerful knowledge hidden in the Freemason rituals centuries later, the tower might have been a physical representation of an ancient time manipulation technology. Some fringe theorists believe that the dispersal of languages following the destruction of Babel, a divine intervention according to the Bible, could be symbolic of humanity losing access to a higher plane of knowledge, perhaps an ancient form of time control or time travel technology, lost in the wake of the tower's fall. This abrupt collapse could be viewed as a warning from higher forces, preventing humanity from mastering the manipulation of time itself.
The Freemasons, an ancient secret society that emerged in medieval Europe, has long been associated with esoteric knowledge and hidden teachings. One of the central symbols of Freemasonry, the all-seeing eye, has been interpreted by many as representing the all-seeing wisdom of the gods, a concept that traces its origins to ancient Mesopotamia.
Could Freemasons have inherited their knowledge directly from the Babylonians, who through their mystical rituals had access to time-altering secrets? Zecharia Sitchin, in his book The 12th Planet published in 1976, speculated that the Anunnaki, a race of gods described in Sumerian and Babylonian mythology, might have been alien visitors who introduced advanced technology to the ancient world.
This technology, Sitchin argued, could have included knowledge of time manipulation. The Freemasons, with their cryptic symbols and elaborate rituals, seem to inherit this cosmic knowledge. The Masonic legend of Hiram Abiff, the secret architect of King Solomon's temple, has symbolic ties to the ancient world's secrets, which some believe were passed down from Babylonian priests who guarded such sacred knowledge.
Freemasons' obsession with sacred geometry and time might have roots in the astronomical precision of Babylon. The geometry seen in their temples and symbols might not just be artistic, but could represent the ancient methods used to manipulate the fabric of time learned from the Babylonian practices. The Masonic square and compass, for example, could symbolize the balance of time and space, concepts the Babylonians were deeply involved in. Some theorists argue that Babylonian advancements weren't entirely of human origin. The Anunnaki, a pantheon of gods in Sumerian and Babylonian myth, are often depicted as beings descending from the sky. Many conspiracy theorists believe the Anunnaki were alien visitors, who gave the Babylonians advanced knowledge of science, astronomy, and possibly time manipulation. Sitchin's work in the 12th Planet has been pivotal in connecting the Anunnaki to extraterrestrial beings. According to Sitchin, the Anunnaki bestowed upon ancient civilizations such as Babylon advanced technologies that influenced their understanding of the cosmos. Some fringe theorists suggest that these alien beings were not just visitors, but may have played a role in altering time, perhaps through technologies that allowed them to access different dimensions or even control time itself. This possibility is reflected in the Babylonian cylinder seals, depicting gods descending from the sky or holding strange futuristic objects. These artifacts, some dating back to around 2300 BCE, have been linked by some to alien technology. The symbolism on these seals seems to hint at technology that could be used for more than just divine warfare. It could represent a form of time manipulation. When all these elements are connected, a startling theory emerges. The Babylonians, possibly guided by alien visitors, discovered the secrets of time manipulation, an ancient technology that was passed down secretly through generations. The Freemasons, with their cryptic symbols and rituals, might be the modern inheritors of this knowledge, using it to shape events in history. The Tower of Babel was perhaps an early attempt to control or understand the manipulation of time itself. When we look at the Freemason symbols, like the all-seeing eye, which represents the ability to see beyond time, we may be witnessing the survival of this ancient time-altering knowledge, kept hidden for thousands of years. The Babylonians may not have just been astronomers or astrologers. They may have been time travelers who understood the flow of time in a way that has since been lost to humanity. If we accept the theory that the Freemasons preserve and use this Babylonian knowledge of time, then history itself could be more malleable than we believe. Perhaps the secret to unlocking time manipulation has never been lost. It's just been hidden in plain sight, passed down through secret societies and veiled in the ancient symbols of Babylon.